Welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First on the local scene. A police officer has lost his life in a vehicular accident at Hopewell, Mesopotamia over the weekend. The identity of the deceased was confirmed by the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force to be Corporal 118 Vandy Bruce. According to an official post from the police force on Facebook, on Sunday, May 26th, Corporal Bruce died in the accident earlier Sunday morning. The police force, in their post, said that the general public will be updated as they receive more information pertaining to the circumstances surrounding the accident. Commissioner of Police Mr. Enville Williams and other ranks of the RSVGPF extended condolences to the widow, children, family members, friends, and colleagues of the late Corporal 118 Vandy Bruce. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves is currently involved in discussions pertaining to the possible establishment of a national orchestra here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The Prime Minister, during an appearance on WEFM's Issue at Hand program on Sunday, said that along with the establishment of the National Orchestra, the overall advancement of the teaching of music in SVG was discussed. We hear more from the Prime Minister.
Just want to announce that I've been involved in a discussion with many persons who are interested for us to establish a national orchestra and to advance the teaching of music at a very high and much higher level than we do. And I think we're going to see something like this shortly happening. Of course, we are building some infrastructure, like what we're going to do at Bellevue and what we're going to do in Peterborough and what we're going to do at Trumuka. And in Kingston, we will get to that one up at where the old port is, build a particular facility there in this cultural field.
That was the Prime Minister, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, speaking on WEFM's Issue at Hand program. The Cultural Artistic Hub and Market for Craft and Agricultural Products in Bellevue is expected to promote SVG's craft, handicraft, cultural and creative industries, making important contributions towards boosting tourism and the economy, while also supporting health and well-being, promoting social inclusion, and enhancing social capital. Still on the local scene, the general public here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines will be sensitized on the importance and purpose of the government printery. This will be done via a hosting week of activities from June 3rd to 7th, dubbed Printery Week 2024. Government printer Errol Comejong said that the week of activities will be kick-started with a church service. Also included in the week of activities will be a one-day internship at the printery, exhibitions, prize competition, and more, the API reports. As Mr. Comejong noted that the government printery, which was established in 1844, has made immense contributions to the public over the years, he encouraged members of the public to come and support the government printery's week of activities. He said that it is hoped that through these activities, the public would be better informed about the levels of contributions that the printery has made to the government, charities, and statutory bodies. On the regional scene, the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, is urging countries of Central America, Mexico, and the Caribbean to strengthen preventative measures against dengue fever as it notes an increase in cases in the Southern Hemisphere and the beginning of the season of increased transmission in the Northern Hemisphere. Dengue is a mosquito-borne viral disease that, in most cases, has no symptoms. However, when symptoms do occur, they usually include high fever, headache, body aches, nausea, and rash. In a recent epidemiological alert, PAHO emphasized the importance of strengthening surveillance, diagnosis, and vector control actions, as well as preparing health services for the proper management of patients. As of mid-May 2024, the American the Americas region, has reported more than 8.1 million suspected cases of dengue, marking a 3.3-fold increase compared to the same period last year. Delegates from across the world are on the Caribbean island of Antigua and Barbuda for the 4th International Conference on Small Island Developing States SIDS. A welcome reception was held at the Government House for heads of delegation and guests attending the SIDS 4 conference, which is being held under the theme Charting the Course toward Resilient Prosperity. The conference will assess the ability of SIDS to achieve sustainable development, including the 2030 Agenda and its Sustainable Development Goals. It will result in an intergovernmental agreed, focused, forward-looking, and action-oriented political outcome document. The Small Island Developing States comprises 37 UN member nations and 20 associate members of regional commissions. On the international scene, at least 19 people were killed as tornadoes and storms tore across 4 U.S. states, destroying homes and cutting power to hundreds of thousands. 7 people were killed in northern Texas, 8 in Arkansas, 2 in Oklahoma, and 2 in Kentucky. Scores more were injured in the winds reaching 135 miles per hour, and almost 500,000 were without electricity across several states on Sunday. Texas Governor Greg Abbott said more than a third of all counties in his state were now subject to a disaster declaration. Sheriff Ray Sappington of Cook County, Texas, said the death toll there included 2 children aged 2 and 5 and 3 members of the same family. Footage from the county showed a petrol station and a rest stop almost completely destroyed with twisted metal littered over damaged vehicles. Twisters overturned trucks, shut a highway near Dallas, and left tens of thousands of people without power throughout the region. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.
National Orchestra and
that could have been you.